Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and Donald Trump has said no to the Republican National Committee. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. Some members of the Republican National Committee decided they wanted to draft a resolution that would declare Trump the nominee before the primary is over. They said, this is our nominee, that's it. But Trump, he went on Truth Social, and he said, no, this is not how it is. This is not America. I want everybody to vote. I want to win it the old-fashioned way. I don't want to be decreed as the nominee. Now, that's class. That is class. That is dignity. That is a leader. And that is somebody we need in the White House. And Nikki Haley, she went on Fox News, and she tried to make up a story about Trump wanting this, even with all the evidence pointing to the fact that he didn't want this. I want you to take a look at the very desperate Nikki Haley, and then I want you to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm Carmine Sabia for Explain America. We love you guys. God bless you. Take care, everybody.
Nikki Haley joining us in her first interview since the New Hampshire primary, and I'm sure it is good to be home and in your own bed indeed. Want to talk to you about a couple of things. First of all, Ronna McDaniel, the head of the Republican National Committee, on Tuesday night, she said that she thinks you should get out of the race. Have you spoken to her?
I let her know how disappointed I was. Let's look at the last 48 hours, Dana. First of all, you had election night. Trump gets on stage. He throws an absolute temper tantrum talking about revenge, but he says nothing about the American people, nothing about what he's going to do about the wasteful spending that he encouraged and allowed the Republicans and Democrats to do in his term. He said nothing about how he's going to secure the border and what he's going to do different that he didn't do when he was president before. He said nothing about how he's going to prevent war. Then he goes and says that he's going to ban anyone from MAGA that donates to me. Think about that. That's a president who's supposed to serve every person in America, and you're deciding that you're going to have a club and actually ban people from being in and out of your club. And then he goes and encourages the members of the RNC and tries to push them into saying that he's the nominee in the race. They got so much pushback that he had to backtrack from it. He's
sure
totally unhinged. But at the end of the day, our focus is still on the American people.
Are you sure that it was he that was asking for that resolution? He says in the Truth Social post, thank you to the RNC for the respect and devotion you've shown me, but he has no interest in doing that.
Well, it was his people that pushed it forward. I know how much he's pushed on Ronna. Ronna has made that very clear that he was pushing her to stop debates all this time. And so he pushes them to do things. And I think they got some major blowback. And that's why he had to walk it back. Look, you can't bully your way through this process. He has 32 electoral delegates. I have 17. You have to have 1,215. There's a long way to go in this race, and we're prepared to do that. We have a country to save, and I think we've got a lot of solutions, and we don't need to talk about how you push through an election. We need to talk about what you're going to do for the American people, because right now the country's in disarray, the world is on fire, and we can't handle 4 more years of this chaos.
You went on to say there a moment ago that he was totally unhinged. I think that was the quote you gave. Coming out of New Hampshire, he won 74% of Republicans. To date, 109 counties have voted, and you've won 2, and one of those by a single vote. When do you start winning Republicans?